Guys, so now that we have made the 6 clusters of 6 all in the white after the side design, we're going to close our second row by inserting the left string through these two adjacent white beads and also for the one next to it, which is the yellow one. And then we're gonna close our second row by putting one white one on the right string and silicop with the white bead. So for the third row, it also has that side design, but in a different type of pattern. So since we're here, I'm gonna insert the left string through this one adjacent yellow bead, and here we're gonna start the design, which is just like this one, a half circle. So here we're gonna put two white ones on the right string, and then to form the half circle we're going to put a yellow one for the right string again, and then silicop with a yellow bead. So now we have that. Okay, so insert your left string through two adjacent beads, and here we're gonna form the design. So put one yellow one on the right string, a white one also on the right, and silicop with a white bead. So it is just like a cross. It's just alternating between the circle and then a cross and then another circle. So that is the pattern for the design on the side parts. So after that, insert your left string through these two adjacent beads, and here we're gonna form the bottom part of the second leaf. So put one white one on the right string, a green one, and then we're gonna silicop with the white one. Okay, so now we have that. Then after that, insert your left string through two adjacent beads, forming the leaf part. We're going to put one green one on the right string, a white one, and then we're gonna silicop with the white one. And just like the second row, we're just going to form clusters of 6 around this third row, making sure that you have the side design like so, alternating between the circle and this X part. So after this, we're gonna form 4 clusters of 6 in the white, and I'm gonna catch up with you after that. Okay, so now that we have made the 4 clusters of 6 all in the white, we're on the side parts again. So here we're gonna insert the left string through these two adjacent beads, and then we're gonna form the cross again. So instead of the half circle, I'm going to call it the cross. So here we're going to put one white bead on the right string, and then a yellow one, and then we're going to silicop with the yellow bead. Okay, so after this, we're gonna insert the left string through these two adjacent beads, and here we're gonna complete the X part. So put one yellow bead on the right string, a white one, and then silicop with a white bead. So after this, we're just gonna form the remainder of the clusters of 6 for the third row. So we're going to put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 clusters of 6 in the white beads and I'm gonna catch up with you right before we close the third row. Hi guys, so now that we have made the 5 clusters of 6 after the side part, we're gonna close our third row by inserting our left string through these 2 adjacent beads and also for the one next to it, which is also a white. So here we're going to close the third row by putting one white one on the right string and then silicop with the white bead. Okay, so this is going to be the fourth row now. So now that we're here, we're going to insert the left string through this one adjacent white bead, and then we're going to form a cluster of 6. So put 3 white ones on the right string, and then we're gonna silicop with the yellow bead to form the side parts or the side design. So this time it's going to be a circle one. So silicop with the yellow bead. Now that we're here, we're gonna form the cluster of 6 in the yellow. So insert your left string through these 2 adjacent yellow beads, and then we're going to put 2 yellow beads on the right and then silicop with the yellow bead. After this, we're going to insert the left string through the 2 adjacent white beads, and we're going to form a cluster of 6. Put 2 white ones on the right string and then silicop with the green one, since we're forming the second leaf now. Okay. So to form the second leaf, we're gonna insert the left string through these 2 adjacent green beads, and then we're going to put 2 green ones on the right string, and then we're gonna silicop with the green one. And since this leaf is the point of it is upwards, so that point is going to be for the next row. Okay, so insert your left string through these 2 adjacent white beads, and here we're going to form about 1 2 3 4 clusters of 6 in the white, and I'm gonna catch up with you right before the side part. Hi guys, so now that we have made the 4 clusters of 6 after this leaf part, we're now on the side part again. Insert your left string through these 2 adjacent white beads, and here we're gonna put 2 white ones on the right string and then silicop with the yellow one to form the circle of the side design. So after this, we're gonna insert our left string through those 2 adjacent yellow beads, and then we're gonna form a cluster of 6 in the yellow. So put 2 yellow ones on the right string and then silicop with the yellow one. And here my string is getting shorter since this is just 2 meters. So I'm gonna show you right before I close off. So after this side part, we're gonna form about 1 2 3 4 5 clusters of 6 that are all in the white bead. So I'm gonna catch up with you after that. Okay guys, so now that we have made 5 clusters of 6 after this side design for the 4th row, my string is getting shorter now, so I need to fasten off. So in order to do that, insert your left string through these 2 adjacent white beads and also for the one next to it. And here I'm going to close off, so I'm just going to silicop with 2 white beads. But if you want, you can make your first batch a little bit longer, maybe 3 meters. And since I'm teaching this to you, my string should be shorter so I wouldn't jingle or suddenly bump the lacy bracket. So insert your string through a series of beads for the one string to fasten it off about 3 inches long. And then I'm going to put another set of string, and then I'm going to continue on teaching you how to make the 5th row with the leaves design. Then after the leaves design, you can make it on your own by following the design of the side parts. The middle ones should have the white color, and the side one should have the yellow design, alternating between the circle and the cross. Okay, I'm going to cut it here. I'm gonna put another set of string, set this aside, and so here I'm going to put another set of string. Since we're here, insert it through these 2 white beads, and then we're just gonna continue on by putting 3 white ones on the right string, and then a circle cup with the white one. So since this is a new set of string, I'm going to silicone up with that one bead, and I'm going to align my 2 ends and slide that one bead so that it will go to the remainder of the cluster of 6. Okay, so now that we're here, we're going to insert the left string through these 2 adjacent beads, a white and a yellow. So here we're gonna form the side design again. So since we have made the white one, now we're going to make the crossed one. So put 1 white one on the right string and another yellow one, and then we're gonna silicone up with the yellow bead. Okay, so now we have that alternate design. I'm gonna catch up with you after this. Okay, so now that we're here, we're going to complete the side design by inserting our left string through these 2 adjacent beads, and then we're going to put 1 yellow one on the right string, and then a white one, and then we're going to silicone up with the white bead. Okay, so since this is the last cluster for the second leaf, we're just going to put the tip part of the second leaf for this 5th row. Insert your left string through these 2 adjacent beads, and here we're gonna form the tip part of the leaf by putting 2 white ones on the right string, and then we're going to silicone up with a green bead. So this is the 5th row, and we're just going to continue on making the clusters of 6, and just making sure that we have the side design alternating between the circle and the cross. Okay, so since we're on our 5th row, we're going to continue on up until we go to the 15th row. So now that we have 5 rows, we're gonna continue on making 10 more rows of this cluster of 6 design, just like this one. So after the leaf part, we're gonna need 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 actually, 10 more. So I'm going to do that tutorial tomorrow and try to upload this now, and I'm gonna catch up with you after that, because I'm going to show you how to put this flap part, how to connect this cylindrical type of closing, and also the strap part. Okay, so that will be for tomorrow. Okay guys, so I just like to point out that you should have about 7 of the circle design for the side parts for it to be 15 rows. And the last part, or the 15th row, should have that X design on it, because we're going to continue on making the circle design for the handle. So it should have 15 rows up and 7 of those circle designs for these side parts. Okay guys, so now we may have made the 15 rows up. So there should be 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 15 rows up for the body of this project, for the cell holder. And there should be about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of those circle for the side design. So the last row should have the X design. So here we will start to make the handle part. But before that, we need to make the flap part first. So this flap part consists of a triangular piece that we connect to the back part, and it decreases by 1. So we will start with 7 clusters of 6, and then this will have this border line. So we're going to incorporate that with our project. So since we're here, I have used about 2 batches of 2 meters, and then for the rest of it, I think I have used 3 meters. And now I have connected it, and I think the last string length that I use is about 1 meter and 1 yard. So now that we're here, we're on the back part now. What we need to do is to close this last row. Insert the string through 2 adjacent beads, and also for the one next to it, and we will close our last row by putting, or by we need to insert a string through 2 beads. We're going to salikop with 2 beads, and then we're going to pass through our string so that it will go to a certain place where we will start the flap part. Okay,